Please, can you introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Harut Kudisam, but you can call me the survivor. I am the manager and the controller of this farm, especially the layers of the birds. I'm the controller of them, how they will eat, how they will drink waters and medicine and everything.
Wow. So me, I don't know anything about warriors, so I want you to guide me to start. So that somebody is watching, is the person want to start layers, it can help the person to start.
Okay, uh, starting this business requires more financial support and more of time, especially you, the worker, or the one who is taking care of the animals. It will take your time, your energy, your ability, everything to support the work to grow. So when doing this work, um, you will firstly find a place to do your structure. As you can see the structure here, you can do your structure properly, depending on the number of birds you want to start with, and you make the structure for it. So if you make the structure, then you are going to find the bed, and they will come very small one,
They, they,
the layers.
they,
Yeah,
okay.
they will come very, very small, and you will take care of them after the time they will start laying for you. And the time they will lay depends on the birds that you took or collected. Some will start early, some will delay you some time. You understand? So when doing this work, it requires more of your time and your energy. You have to sacrifice everything in you.
Okay. So like, I mean, bed, the
Actually, this structure can contain 1,000, but
thousand bed.
I will advise it will be better for you to take less than at
Why?
least 800, because if you take more than that, when they grow up, they become furtherly bigger,
Okay.
and when they become bigger, there's no space for them. But as you can see here now, they are less than 500 and they are free.
Okay.
As you can see, they are less than 500 in this cage. They were more than that because of some one or two. It has remained less than 500, and they are free now. So when doing this structure, especially the one that we are standing in, you have to take at least 800 so that they will be free when they grow up.
About the deal, what should I do?
When you bring them small, first day you will be with them morning and night, morning to night.
Okay.
I'm saying morning to night because maybe you wake up early in the morning by 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. You will be with them. You have to see that this feeder that you put it here, they are okay with it. They are doing okay with it. They are eating properly. And even at night, all of them will gather at one place. And when they gather at one place, some of them which are weak will die. So at night, there should be light. You have to provide light for them. So in case of any light outer, you have to get any other alternative so that they can get the light,
Okay.
so that they will not gather and kill themselves. So doing this work is good, very, very good, but sometimes difficult. That's why I said earlier, you have to sacrifice everything in you.
Okay. That's good. So what do you do before the feathers will come?
Actually, it's like maintaining a younger plant. You will nurture it so that it will grow up. And when growing up, there are some feed, starting from the feed, their water, and medications. So you have to control how they will eat very well. You have to control how they will drink water very well, and how you treat them with medicines. And within this period, they will be growing up. About 3 weeks to 1 month, their fathers have come already. They are matured. They can move around properly. But they are not finished. From that 1 month to 2 months, they are still growing. And you have to take good care of them, because at that moment, they need more of your time, more of their feed, water, medicines, and everything. So you have to provide everything so that they will maintain growing. To 3 months, 4 months, maybe they will start laying for you, maybe 5 months before they will start. And at that time, you were free, but you are not free. I'm saying you were free, but you are not free because when they are young, the work is harder than they are old. As at now, they are old. So if you feed them, you can go and sit for some time and come and pick the eggs and everything that you want to do in it.
Okay, so the day old, what room temperature is good for them?
Room temperature. Depending on the land that you are doing that project on it. Some land contains more air. So even if it's not too high, but they can get the air, it's okay. But if the land contains lesser air conditions, then you have to raise the structure so that they will get any air that will come. And especially one advice I want to give to all farmers or the beginners that they want to start. Firstly, if you want to do this business, firstly check where when it is raining, where the rain starts, and how the rain falls. Sometimes when it is raining, you will see that the rain slides like this. And when it slides like this, maybe it will come into the cage. That will make the work very difficult for the workers.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to check the direction of the rain so that you position the direction of your cage or your structure.
Okay. So what medication that you give to them the first week?
The first week, there are many medicines out there, but some of them that I will introduce to the public is some are vitamins, vitamin antibiotics, and they need dewormers because as they are eating, they will get dewormed. Dewormers will come into their stomach, and if you don't treat that, it will affect you. Yes,
Okay. So how many times do you deworm them?
depending on how you are treating them. In the first week, every 1 week, you have to give them vitamin and vitamin antibiotic. 2 weeks, give them dewormer. But when they are matured, I mean when they are grown up, at least if the dewormer is not harming them continually, then you have to give them at least 1 month, once in a month, dewormer once in a month. If you give them dewormer continuously, you are going to lose your eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, because dewormer is a medicine that controls the deworms not to attack them. So if you give them more, it means you are refreshing the body, the system, more of what they need, and that will affect you from getting your eggs.
Okay. So can you give me estimates of end up best the food I'll buy?
Actually, in a day, when there are 1,000 birds, depends on the feed that you will use. Because there are many feed out there. So some are richer, some are medium, and some are lower, depending on the feed that you will use. But the education I'll give on this is that maybe a day you check, I give them 1 bag. It's an example that I'm making. You give them 1 bag. By 2 a.m., 3 a.m., the feed has finished. You have to top it up. Maybe you give them 2 bags. And at the end of the day, meaning from 6 p.m. going, still they have feed. That thing is 2 options. You have to check either they are okay to eat. If they are okay to eat and still the feed are remaining, it means the feed you provided is more than the quality they need. So if they are okay, depending on the number of bags you give them and the time that it will finish. And when you do that, it means you are controlling them how to eat properly.
So this one, do you need to feed them more or you need to measure the food?
As I said earlier, depending on the feed you will use. Some feed, they would contain more. Some feed, they will contain less. Let me give you some examples. Assuming you pound fufu. I am not making advert for anyone. That's why I'm using this strategy.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. You pound fufu. And to your limit, you see that, oh, this is my limit. And you give overdose. Maybe the cassava is richer than yam.
Yeah.
So maybe the yam will contain more of the amount of cassava you will use for your stomach. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So when doing this, no, you have to measure either to give them more or less, depending on the feed you will use for them.
So if I buy any food, the size there, the
Which one?
quantity that I'll give to them is there.
Actually, that's why I said earlier. In the beginning, you will study. Okay, I gave them one bag.
Yeah, that one I understand, but I don't know if the food that from like this kudus, or maybe use kudus for
Okay,
example.
yeah, let's try to use kujus.
Okay, so kudus, I don't know if the manual they write
Yeah, kujis, they will give you a chart, assuming you were a beginner.
beginner. Okay,
Yeah, if you are a beginner, they will give you a chart to look through and do it equally
okay,
so that you will not mistake.
okay,
But if you have experienced, you know everything about it, then you know how much feed you have to provide. Let's say 1,000 birds will contain 2 bags a day. So if that 2 bags a day is normal, this is the time that they are grown up and they have
okay,
started laying. You
okay,
understand? So kujis is richer.
okay,
So and these kujis, one advice I will give, I'm not making advice, but I'm giving advice. If you give overdose, they will become oily. The birds are going to become oily.
okay,
When they become oily, they will not provide the eggs because the feed is richer, very good. So you have to measure the limits of feed that you give to them, and they will be okay with it. You
okay.
understand?
Somebody, yes, I think somebody called me and said like, if feed the animal food and the time is ready to they start lay, but they are not laying.
That
So do you have something that the person can do so that they can solve
I
this?
don't actually know the feed that he is using
Okay.
and how many months is the bird now, or how old is the bird now. That's the question you have to
Like
ask.
he said, like the time is ready to the bird to lay.
As I said earlier, some bird will delay you small. Some bird will start earlier for you.
Okay.
So depending on the bird that he got, and if the birds are delayed ones, then he must wait some time and continue producing the feed.
Okay.
So if maybe the time is, I'm saying that maybe it's 5 months equally for them to start laying, and it's up to 7 months, then there is a problem. You understand?
Okay.
So if there is a problem, he must check the feed that he was providing.
But according to the story, it said like the problem from the feed.
The problem is from the feed. Then he have to change it. And when changing a feed, it's a big risk.
Why?
Yeah, it's a big risk because they have eat kujis for their system to be satisfied.
Okay.
You know, so when you are going to change it, you have to do it accordingly, so that they will pick this one small, this one small, this one small. So the time, the system,
Pick back.
yes.
Wow.
So if assuming they are laying, this one are layers, and if you want to change the feed and you change it at once, I'm telling you the truth that from first day you get your eggs. Second day, the number will reduce. From third day to, let's say, at least 3 weeks, your eggs will drop because of the feed you change it at once.
So that means that you don't change the feed, you don't remove them from the place they are to different farm. Can you remove them if they start laying? Can you remove them?
Yeah, you can remove them, but you have to do it accordingly so that they will not be stressed. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to, assuming there are 3 kgs here and they are here, if you want to change them, you can do it. But do it properly so that
Okay.
they are not going to be stressed. When they are stressed, they will not lay.
Wow.
Yeah. When the birds are stressed, I'm betting you from that first day they were stressed, you will see your eggs properly.
Okay. So what challenge do you face in the poultry?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So you take out through the challenge and how do you able to overcome it?
Okay. When there are many challenges that farmers are facing, including wild animals attacking them, including lice, including ants.
Okay.
All these animals are attacking the birds.
Okay.
And when they come, you have to stand and face them. And other diseases. So if you are not brave enough, maybe assuming there's a huge snake here and you are not brave, how can you defend the animals? You understand? Maybe there's an ant that they can kill them, and you are
Afraid.
afraid. How can you rescue the animals? So doing this work requires your energy, your boldness, everything, as I said earlier.
What's again? That
The
challenge.
challenges. The challenges are diseases that are affecting them. One is the wormer. I can mention one, ammonia burn. This ammonia burn, I will explain small. It's a disease that affects their eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, it affects their eyesight. So when you see that, assuming this layer has ammonia burn affecting its eye, you have to separate it quickly and treat it.
Okay.
If you don't do that, it is going to spread all over into the cage, and every bird inside the cage will admit.
So how do you able to solve that?
Solving this problem is a method of using medications.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see one having this ammonia burn, the eyesight problem, you have to separate it to a different place. I mean, different cage,
Okay.
so that you can treat it properly, and the rest give them treatment so that they will not be affected. Because you will not see, maybe I found ammonia burn in this one. I don't know it transfers to this one. I don't know, so I have to treat the rest, treat them properly, and I'm treating the one that I selected with medications. And those medications are on market.
Okay.
You can go to where they are selling these medications and introduce that, oh, I saw this in my bed and I need medicine for it. And they will give you, or even if you are starting and you are a beginner, I will advise you to get a veterinary officer that will be checking on you regularly. Maybe you don't know anything about it. So you have to get a veterinary officer that will be directing you, visiting you regularly, so that in case of any problem you reported to the vet is going to give you a medicine or writing the medicine for you to go and buy and treat the birds. And let's say they have got the worm. The worm. The worm is a disease that cause and let the birds refuse to live for you. And it will make them very weak. So you have to go and find a dewormer. Treating a dewormer is, some medicine contains only the day. Some will contain 2 days for the dewormer. And you have to do it properly. If you do it properly, you are going to kill all the dewormers in their stomach and their system.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the only challenge that
It's not only challenge that we are facing. The challenges are more.
I want to make it more so that somebody is watching, so that the person can know the challenge, so the person can prepare.
Okay. During these challenges, as I said earlier, animals will attack you. Bird flu will come. Eyesight problem will come, which is ammonia burn, and the dewormer will come. And even you will face challenges physically between human beings. You understand? So every farm that we are doing this work, every project doing poultry farm, will not allow a visitor to enter without the permission of the manager or the permission of the director.
Okay.
I don't know if you have experienced that before, going to someone's farm and he or she is ordering you not to enter.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because maybe you are coming out, we don't know the disease that you carried along the way. So if you come there and spread to our birds, you have killed us. That's why if you go to some farms, they will not allow you. And most of the farms, they have cages. They have fenced all the land.
Okay.
So that you will not enter without the permission.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. As we are standing here, only the workers here are allowed to enter into a cage. Only the workers here. We are doing this to prevent any disease carried out by a visitor away from his journey. So if you want to come, there are processes that we will take you through so that you will not spread any disease for us.
So take out to the process that we take out.
The process are that we have made some place that we have putting water inside it. That water inside it, we have treated with medicine. There is medicine in it. So we will let you step into the water to kill the germs under your feet.
Okay.
You understand? And sometimes we will let you change your foot
Foot. Okay.
or your waist
Okay.
before entering. Because we don't want you to come and spread any disease for us. It will cost us a lot.
Why is it because of it's free range? That's what you don't want any.
The free range.
Yeah, because it's free range. That's why you are doing that.
As these layers here, we have kept them at one place.
Okay.
The only thing they can do is to eat, jump. That's why the structure is higher, you know. But if you do it like this, some people are doing the cage and doing it like this, and the birds are inside it. They are not free.
Okay.
You know, it's like you are the person going into somewhere and you are doing like this. Will you be free to walk?
Yeah.
No. So that's why the cage should be raised. So as they are kept here, they will be eating, roaming about, and then sometimes they will jump
Okay.
to exercise their body. And we have free ranges. That free ranges, we can leave them out and they can move around, eating, doing everything they want before you can catch them again.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So as for the layers, because you don't want them to carry any disease spreading to the entire birds,
Yeah.
so you are caging them. You have put them in a cage and you have to take a good control of them.
Okay. So one layer can lay
Every
a day.
layer lay one egg a day.
A day.
Yeah,
24 hours.
24 hours. But depends on how you treat them. And let me educate some people on this. Assuming you got 500 beds, 500 beds for a start or doing it, all the 500 beds will not lay equally for you that day. Some will be ready today, others will be ready tomorrow, others will be ready the next day.
Okay.
You understand? Yes. So doing this work, requires more experience, and that your experience contains a lot of taking care of your birds and how they are performing and everything. I hope you understand me.
Yeah. So that means if there are 500 a day, cannot get 500 birds.
Now,
So how many percent you can get?
every one egg, sorry, every one crate contains 30
Great.
eggs.
Yeah.
One crate of eggs contains 30
Yes.
single eggs.
Yes.
So 100 will give you 3 crates a day.
So that's 90.
100 will give you 3 crates, 3 crates
Yeah.
a day.
So that's it will be 90. So that would
Yeah.
be 90.
And that 3 crates a day that I'm saying, maybe you will get equally.
Okay.
Maybe you get 2.5. Maybe you will get 2. You understand me?
Okay.
Yes.
So at that means at least you can get 90%.
It depends. It actually depends on how they will be treated, how they will be feeding, and even the energy of the birds. That will determine that you are going to get 100% or 90%.
Okay.
You understand?
So how long they take lay? How
When
long it take before they can lay finish?
okay, depends on how you take good care of them. Some of them can even lay up to 3 years, 2 years, but I have not even experienced 4 years before. I don't know if someone has set that record, but 2 years, 3 years, 1.5 years, depending on how you take care of them.
So how do you able to identify this one is about to lay finish?
Yeah, there are signs that you will see that this layer is not laying. I can even stand here and go and catch one bird here and determine. There are signs that you will see this layer is not laying. So if you see that this one is not laying, the thing you will do is select it out in a different cage, treat it for about 1 month. If still not laying, it means it will not lay again. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. And there are symptoms and signs that you will see that, oh, this layer is not laying. There are signs. And those signs, sometimes it's a disease. I'm saying it's a disease because maybe that bird is sick,
Okay.
not really well. And when not really well, how can it get the energy to perform for you?
Okay.
You understand? So if you see that, oh, this one is not laying, I saw this sign, it shows that it will not lay. Select it to a different cage, treat it properly, and see if it will lay again. If it does not, it means it has ended.
Okay. Okay. So what can you take out to your daily routine?
Daily work we are doing here consists of how they will be fed, how they drink their water, and actually, I am the controller here. I wake up early.
Okay.
Even at night, if I'm asleep, my ears, my eyes are on the beds
Okay.
because I want to know, are they okay? Are they in attack? So in the daily that I have waked up, I have to make sure they have eat, they have waters, and even if they are sick, they are be treated. I hope you understand
I
me.
understand.
Yeah. So if in the morning you give them the feed, if in the morning you give them the feed, their water, everything, and the only thing remains is for you to be picking the eggs. Yes. So and you will check. There's the water here, the water there, the water there. You check if the water has finished, then you top it up or you change it if it is dirty. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. You are going to change it if the water is dirty. If the water is finished, you are going to top it up. And apart from that, the only thing you have been doing is to roaming about picking your eggs up to the time you will close.
Okay. So this sawdust, how long it take before you can chain it?
It actually depends on how they will be using it. Some of the sawdust can contain at least 3 months for you to be changing. But some of the sawdust, you can change it every month, depending on how the cage was made. If you made a proper cage for them, you will not be stressed on the sawdust. This one that we are standing in, the surface, everything is flat.
Okay.
You understand me? It's flat. So the sawdust is dried and they get the air. So the sawdust here is dried. So it can take about 3 months before you will change it. If you intend to change it regularly, let me say every week, it's a big problem for yourself. I'm saying it's a big problem for yourself because every action you do in the cage give them a stress.
Okay.
Yeah. So doing this work, it requires more attention.
Any lesson mistake?
Any little mistake you do can affect the whole work you have done or you have been doing.
Okay.
I hope you understand me clearly.
Okay. So like when you are into new sawdust, how do you do it?
And when changing the new sawdust, I will advise the farmers, assuming this is a place that we want to change it, give them vitamin first. Maybe today you give them the vitamin, or tomorrow you give them the vitamin. Then you change it the next day. After the next day, they will be needing anti-stress. This anti-stress help them from the stress you give them.
Okay.
Yes, because changing the sawdust, they will be moving around because of your presence.
Okay.
They are quiet because we are standing firmly. You understand? We are standing quietly. That's why they are. If you intend to move, they will also move. They will think you are coming to cut them or you are coming to harm them. So they will be stressing themselves. So when changing the sawdust, you have to. Some people do it at night because the night the birds are asleep
Okay.
and they will not be stressed more. You understand? So when changing it, either changing it in the daytime, changing it in the evening, it depends on how you do it. And we don't rush them. When doing this work, we don't rush them. You have to do it properly so that they will not be too stressed. If they are too stressed, they are tired, they cannot work for you.
Okay. So do you apply medicine on it, the sawdust?
Yes,
What medicine do you
Yes,
apply it?
it depends on the one that you will buy. Sometimes we have medicine that to kill the lice.
Okay.
I hope you know lice. Even if you don't know, some of them know. Locally, you call it nkukuji.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
get it. They are lice, and these lice can cause them not to live for you properly.
Okay.
So that medicine that you use to, treat the lice, you can use that medicine to spray on it after you have changed it.
So you have you prepare it here or you do it outside before you bring it here?
Um, Assuming I'm using a spraying machine, the
Okay.
local one,
Yeah.
yeah, then I'll fill it outside before entering. You
Okay.
understand? And when doing this work, you personally, you have to wear proper wears, overwear, nose masks, and even gloves. You understand? To prevent the medicine not to harm you.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So when you come then, you spray it like the way you are spraying the bush.
Okay.
You spray it on the sawdust after you have changed it. And
Okay.
when not changed, assuming the sawdust is about to be changed and not changed, and you see that there are lice, you have to always check if there are lice on the best or not. If there are lice, you have to spray them. When spraying them, you cannot do it daytime. You cannot do it daytime because when doing it at daytime, they will be jumping up and they will not allow you to work properly.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if there is light inside the cage and you want to do it at night, you have to off the light so that they will not get more of your attention. And you do the work, you will spray the medicine on them properly so that the lice will be killed. And you, the farmer, will be okay.
Okay. So what mistake you see on poultry farmers are doing?
Actually depends on how most of the farmers do. Some mistakes were that some of them don't feed them properly. You understand?
Okay.
And assuming you give them feed today, tomorrow you refuse. Another day you give, other day you refuse. You are not going to get what you want. So the feed must be continually producing so that they will get the energy to work for you. And when working for you, you will be happy. So this is one of the mistakes that some farmers do. Another mistake that some farmers do is treatment, lack of treatment.
Okay.
You understand? Lack of treatment. Some of them refuse to give them proper medications, and that's why another mistake. Another mistake is that maybe maybe the work that you are doing is openly. Everyone can interrupt you. Some things that you have to avoid. You understand? There are some things that you have to avoid so that it will not affect you, the farmer. As I said earlier, at our place here, if you come, some of the boys will tell you, sir, you have a visitor. And I will go and check, or the manager will go and check. And so, as a farmer, not every visitor you have to allow into your yard. As I said earlier, maybe that person who is coming to your camp or your workshop, even your farm, you don't know the disease that he or she carried along his way. So these mistakes should be avoided. And you have to feed them properly, give them water properly, medication properly.
Okay. So somebody want to start layers, want to start a poultry. What the workers and how the person can work with the workers?
Working with workers requires one, a time, patience, control. It's not like being a big man on the workers that will make them work for you. Be free with them. When you employ a worker, be free with them. You understand? So if you become big man on them, how can they be free and work for you properly? So with your workers, be good with them when you employ them. Teach them what to do. When they are mistake, correct them. Set an example. Do as you want them to do. Do as you want them to do, so that they will learn properly and do it for you.
Okay, for advice for somebody who want to start
If you want to
poultry.
start poultry farm business, first thing, your land, assuming you have your land, made your structure, and order the bed. So any preparation that you have to make, you have done it. The workers that you are going to work with them is the most important people that will work for you. Even if you are asleep, they are the ones that are working for you. So as I said earlier, you have to be free with them, educate them, but don't be too high on them and don't be too low to them.
Okay, so your advice for the workers, somebody is working somebody poultry.
Yeah, advice for the workers or any worker should be one, respectful to the boss or the owner of the company. Should be respectful. Number two, be calm. Number three, don't be greedy. Do not be greedy in the work, because if you does, you are just losing your chances to learn. Number four, you have to learn a lot. You understand? You have to learn a lot. And as a worker, you have to obey any rules commanded by your boss or your manager or your director, so that the work that you are doing, you can achieve more. Maybe you know something, but your boss know much than you. You have to obey him so that you will learn more. This is an advice for the workers. Most especially, don't be greedy in the work.
Okay. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please, I want to know where you are watching us from. So comments where you are watching us from. Like the video, share and subscribe. Please share the video for me. Share for me, please. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. See you. So what this video?